Hello, welcome to the Marketing Out Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to go over the AWS Certified Data Engineer Associate Certification, right? That validates skills and knowledge in core data related AWS services, including the ability to ingest and transform data, orchestrate data pipelines using programming concepts, design data models, manage data life cycles, ensure data quality, and implement security and governance for data solutions. So, to prepare for the AWS Certified Data Engineer Associate certification, you should, basically follow a structured plan focused on mastering AWS core data services, practical skills, and exam-specific knowledge, right? You want to understand the exam, right? The exam lasts 130 minutes with 65 multiple choice or multiple response questions. The domains and their, weightings include the AWS data ingestion and transformation. That basically refers to the process of collecting data from various sources, importing it into the AWS cloud, and then converting or preparing it for storage, analysis, and machine learning. Data ingestion in AWS means moving data from source systems into AWS storage and processing services. This can be done for real-time streaming data, batch data, or large-scale data migration. So data transformation involves converting data from one format or structure to another to make it compatible with downstream applications or analytics. Amazon Kinesis, including Kinesis data streams and Kinesis firehose, collects real-time streaming data and can automatically scale. Now, supports basically data transformation via integration with AWS, functions before storing data in destinations like Amazon S3. It's used for streaming video, logs, sensor data, etc. You have AWS Data Sync, which automates and accelerates data transfer between on-premise, premises storage and AWS, like Amazon S3, EFS, etc. It's useful for batch data ingestion and with simpler and faster transfer speeds and management with manual methods, right? So AWS Database Migration Service enables continuous replication of databases from on-premises or cloud to AWS Managed Database Services, or S3. It supports minimal downtime migration, the AWS Snowball, which is basically a physical device for petabyte scale data transfer when networks are a bottleneck. Secure appliance for bulk data migration. Another thing is the management of data stores. So management of data stores in AWS involves choosing appropriate storage services based on your data type and use case, while applying best practices for organization, cost efficiency, security, and lifecycle management. Now, AWS offers three main types of storage suited for different workloads. The object storage, which is the Amazon S3 for scalable, durable storage of files, backups, and big data. The block storage, the Amazon Elastic Block Store, EBS, for persistent low latency storage attached to the EC2 instances. The file storage, which is the Amazon Elastic File System, EFS, Amazon FSX, for shared scalable file systems across instances. For data lakes and big data workloads on Amazon S3, you're going to want to follow, the layering and basically these lifecycle policies, like the raw layer with unprocessed data, right, which is moved to cheaper storage like S3 Glacier after 1 or 2 years. The stage layer for intermediate processed data, retain or delete based on organizational rules. Analytics layer with aggregated data in optimized formats like the Apache Parquet, which is, apply retention and storage class transitions for cost savings. You can use partitioning strategies in S3 buckets, by date and region to optimize query performance in analytics workloads. So AWS provides data integration and transformation tools like the AWS Glue, ETL, and AWS Data Pipeline to automate ingestion and processing workflows, crucial for managing complex data stores efficiently. Now, for security and governance, AWS recommends comprehensive data governance policies, including data access control, auditing, and compliance frameworks to ensure data integrity and proper use. Now, backup and recovery are critical components of managing AWS data stores. So you have to identify critical data across resources like the RDS, DynamoDB, EC2, and volumes, and S3. You have to implement appropriate backup frequency and retention policies like the point-in-time recovery for databases, daily snapshots for the EC2 lifecycle policies for S3. You have to analyze storage usage and optimize costs using S3 intelligent tiering and archival classes like the S3 Glacier. Another thing to look into is the support and data operations. So AWS Cloud Operations, that framework provides operational models and tools to run cloud environments securely and efficiently. It helps automate routine tasks to improve operational excellence, gain deep insights into applications, health and performance, and leverage AI/ML for faster issue resolution. It includes integrated governance and monitoring capabilities via services like Amazon Cloud Watch. Now, it has, support plans like the AWS, it offers the support tiers, whether it's the basic, developer, business, enterprise, on-ramp, and enterprise, which is tailored to the needs of customers based on workload criticality. These plans provide 24/7 access to technical support, architectural guidance, proactive programs, cost optimization, and third-party software support. Higher tiers include features like the technical account managers and faster response times for urgent issues. This certified data engineering role, the data operations in AWS more specifically, domain focuses on automating data processing, monitoring data pipelines, data quality assurance, and analytics using AWS services. Basically, it is a significant part of the AWS Certified Data Engineer Associate exam, underscoring the importance of supporting data workflows operationally within AWS. So AWS Support Technology and Programs offers tools such as the AWS Health Dashboard for personalized health insights, AWS Trusted Advisor for best practice recommendations, and AWS Health API for programmatic health data access. So these technologies help monitor, manage, and optimize AWS environments, enhancing security, performance, and cost efficiency. There's Support Collector for operational insights. So AWS provides a solution module that collects support-related data from AWS support cases, Trusted Advisor, and AWS Health, uploading it into a central S3 bucket. This data can be analyzed to derive actionable operational insights, improving investigation and resolution of operational issues. So deployment operations include automated stack sets for AWS organizations or manual cloud formation stacks for individual accounts. Now, AWS proactive services are available primarily to businesses and enterprises support levels. These services conduct regular workload reviews and best practices assessments to optimize cloud operations and costs, contributing to smooth data operations and overall system health. The last part of the exam is the data governance and security. There's a multi-account setup with AWS organizations. You have to isolate the workloads in separate accounts, whether it's the dev, test, prod, whatever you want to call it, and so, basically apply service control policies to enforce governance boundaries, right? You have the identity and access management part of it. You have to implement least privilege access with IAM, roles, groups, and multi-factor authentication to control who can access what data and resources, right? You have to tag and resource, manage. You can use tags to classify data resources for ownership, purpose, and environment, enabling easier management, tracking, and cost control. So you can use for logging and monitoring, you can use AWS CloudTrail to log all API activity, AWS Config to monitor resource compliance and configuration changes, and store logs securely. So this supports auditing and forensic investigation. For data encryption and key management, you can encrypt data at rest, whether it's S3, EBS, RDS, and in transit using AWS Key Management Service, and TLS to guard against unauthorized data access. In regards to a policy enforcement and automated compliance, AWS Config Rules and AWS Security Hub monitor compliance with automation options to remediate issues and maintain governance standards. You have to look into the data lifecycle management too. So use Amazon S3 lifecycle policies and archival like Glacier to manage data retention, deletion, and cost optimization securely. So that's what I have for today. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Once again, if you like this video and you want more videos like this, hit that subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe. See you in the next video.